Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's a new week, which means it's a new weekly. I'm trying out a new layout to try and fit as much as I can in, as well as keeping a big space for my main doodle, which this week is the awesome Mater. I will not say that again. Me and my little boy watched the Pixar movie Cars this week, and the scene that had me chuckling was when Lightning McQueen tells the group that Doc has won 3 piston cups, and Mater claps back with, "He did what in his cup?" Brilliant. I knew then that Mater was going to be my next weekly. Sketching out always starts with finding a Google image that I like, and this week it's much harder because I've smashed my phone screen. Welp! I've started with these headlights, which are at an angle. I find a dot grid is really helpful when plotting out character features, as I can easily see if my lines are straight, they need to be at an angle. It's really good at sorting out spacing. When I'm copying an image, I use one section as an anchor point so that then I can see where the next feature should go. For example, Mater's left headlight is in line with his left eye, so I follow my dot lines up to pencil this in. I originally made his windscreen too big, as it should be in line with his teeth, but I had to go back in and adjust that so that it was too far over, so I've pulled it back in, and I stand a better chance at gaining perspective and it looking like the image I'm trying to do if I keep matching different key features of that character up and keeping them all in line. For me, doodling isn't about replicating the whole image exactly. There are loads of features that I've cut out. It's easier to keep it simple and still achieve a great result. My drawing is far from perfect. If you were to look really closely, there are lots of things that are not quite right. I know that his right eye is further over to the right than it should be. But once I take away that Google image and I've coloured it in, you're never gonna know that they were little mistakes. Mater is one rusty car, and if I'm honest, I was a little uncertain how to tackle drawing rust. I've started with adding the lighted shades, blocking in large spaces with a light beige and one of my lightest browns. This layer for me wasn't about detail, it was just more covering as much of the white space as I could. He's also still got remnants of an old paint job, so I had to try and blend blues and greens in with the brown. This, I can hand on heart say, was me just winging it as I went. To add in detail, I went in with a slightly darker brown and focused my lines on the edges where I've drawn the black outlines. I don't want to colour over all of the brown that I've originally put down, but I want to add a thinner layer where you can still see both shades coming through. Because finally I'm going to go in with the deepest brown that I have in the pack and put in the darkest parts of Mater. Again, this is just to help emphasise the black outlines that have got a bit lost with all the colour that's been put down. So I'm using that darkest brown really to go in and give it as much as I can. For the background this week, I thought I would use my Crayola Supertips. It was the grey, and instantly as I started to doodle I regretted it because I've lost the wheel definition with the super tip, so I've had to go back through the wheels and add black in there so that you can see that he has actual wheels. I don't like thicker markers to do big spaces. I know it's quicker to do, but I do prefer using my Faber Castell. It's more work, I'm having to do more lines to cover in the background, but I just think overall once it's done it looks much neater. To keep the theme and the spread looking cohesive, I'm going to use the same colour on my box headers. I just think then overall, even if there are any imperfections, if the colour scheme is all working together, it can hide a multitude of sins, which would be my lettering on this spread. So to try and fit everything in this week, on the right hand side I have space for my daily to-do lists, and then on the left hand side I have my tracker, which I'm getting better with. I have a part for next week so I can put down anything I know is coming up, and I have my calendar entry and a little box that was just sort of leftover space. So to tie in with that quote, I'm going to add in the piston cup. As with all my videos, I will link in the description box below all of the stationery items that I'm using. If you've watched my videos, you know I'm a creature of habit. I have the same staple items that I use week in, week out. I don't tend to have lots of stationery, but the stationery I use all the time. And that's about it for this week. If you like this style of video, please leave me a thumbs up. And if you're interested in seeing more videos, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And every Sunday, you'll be the first to know when a new video comes up. Thank you for watching. Have a great week. And guys, I will see you next Sunday.